Coming to the other pillar of therapy, speech therapy. Right. My child is with you for occupational as well as speech therapy.
Yes.
And most of the kids, they come for both of these therapies, right? I'm not talking about the ones who need help with their physical aspect as well.
They also sometimes.
Yeah. But what about speech therapy?
So,
Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
so there is a difference between speech therapy. Again, as I said, every child has to have a tailor-made program. So a tailor-made program for a child with physical functions issues will be more of oral musculatures, will be of more of oral strength and coordination. A child with autism, when he approaches, I'll have to see what does he think about something. How does his cognition and perception go about objects, about people? Gradually, his will to speak, will to communicate. That is my first thing. So when I am seeing speech, so many of times you must have heard eye contact. बच्चा आई कांटेक्ट नहीं देता, बच्चा आई कांटेक्ट क्यों देना ज़रूरी है? So a child has to have a good eye contact because that is the first ladder to communication.
Yes.
So if I don't want to talk to you, the first thing which goes away is my eye contact to you.
Yes. Otherwise, they use gestures.
Yes. So the gesture also is another way of communication. I don't think giving gestures is a bad idea, but for anything, he will have to maintain an eye contact. Gradually, the will to play. The first thing in speech therapy, when a therapist is approaching the child should be open enough to play with the therapist. In case he is going to play with the therapist, only then he will be able to communicate with the therapist. A scared child does not communicate.
Yeah.
A child who's scared, who's been told to speak up, will only be conscious, not a playful speech would come out.
Yeah,
You know?
that is true.
So you'll have to break that ice between two people to have the communication.
And ma'am, I've seen this with the kids. They're innocent. You have to protect that innocence. You have to cajole them a little, just like small animals. You know, they don't come out of their shell. They don't start speaking us just because you want them to
So
speak
if
up.
there's a child who is approaching you, he's coming to you for speech or OT or whatever,
Yeah.
and he's interested in something, and you just take that away. No, you do this thing first.
Yes.
So once you start with that, the problem occurs that the first line of trust has been broken.
Yeah.
So there has to be a good trust. He should feel very friendly with the person who's approaching him. And occupational therapy or speech therapy can be done with anything in the world. Anything in the world. Just that it should attract the attention of the child. So if it's attracting the attention of the child, even if it is fixation, the fixation part, a child is fixed onto something and you keep dragging it away from the child. So it will always be a craving. I have seen many children who are fixated with certain things. We usually give it to them free of cost, free of bargain.
I'll tell you, ma'am, my child has been to two other institutes. I will not name them here in Faridabad. And this is the thing that they used. They used to show that toy as a bait. If you speak what I'm speaking, if you follow my command, then you'll get this toy. Otherwise, you won't get it. Half the time, my child used to cry, come crying from that session, and he didn't want to go back there. Here, he comes,
Very happy.
very happily. So
Yeah.
that is the most different thing, most happiest thing that I have noticed about you and the therapist with whom my child is being with. So thank you so much for that. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for showing that difference of approaching autistic kids and how therapies should be done.